Welcome to Empires Through the Ages, where history's greatest stories come alive. From mighty conquerors and fallen kingdoms to forgotten heroes and legendary battles, we explore the rise and fall of civilizations that shaped our world. Step into the past and witness how empires were built and how they crumbled.
In 1789, a storm broke over France, one not born from clouds, but from anger. Centuries of inequality, hunger, and royal arrogance finally collided, and the people of France erupted. This is the story of how a kingdom built on absolute power was shaken to its core by ordinary citizens who refused to kneel. This is the story of the uprising of the French Revolution. France, once the glittering jewel of Europe, stood on the brink of collapse. The country was drowning in debt, bread prices were soaring, families starved while the king's palace at Versailles sparkled with gold. Louis XVI struggled to fix the crisis, yet his nobles rejected every reform. The rich stayed rich, and the poor got desperate. Across France, people began to whisper, "How long must we suffer?" Desperate for solutions, the king summoned the Estates General, an ancient assembly that had not met for 175 years. It was a chance for change, but instead it revealed the nation's deepest injustice. The Third Estate, representing the common people, 97% of the population, was given the same voting power as the clergy and nobility. One vote each. 3 orders. 2 privileged, 1 oppressed. That was the spark. When they were locked out of their meeting hall, the Third Estate marched to an indoor tennis court. There they made a vow that would shake the foundations of monarchy. "We will not disband until France has a new constitution." This moment became known as the Tennis Court Oath, the birth cry of revolution. Rumors spread that the king planned to crush the uprising with force. Paris trembled, but it also awakened. On July 14, 1789, thousands of citizens marched toward a medieval fortress that symbolized tyranny, the Bastille. What began as a demand for gunpowder turned into an explosion of fury. Shots were fired, gates were broken, the fortress fell. The message was unmistakable. The people of France would no longer be ruled by fear. The revolution had begun. The storming of the Bastille unleashed a wave of rebellion across France. Peasants rose against their lords. Cities formed revolutionary councils. On August 4, 1789, the National Assembly abolished feudalism, ending privileges that had stood for 1,000 years. Soon after came a declaration that would echo through history. Men are born and remain free and equal in rights. For the first time, the idea of a nation built on liberty, not royalty, was within reach. But the old world does not fall quietly. Louis XVI tried to escape France, hoping foreign armies would restore his throne. He failed, captured, exposed, disgraced. The revolutionaries declared that no king stood above the people. On a cold January morning in 1793, the blade of the guillotine fell, and the monarchy of France fell with it. The French Revolution was not just an uprising. It was a seismic shift in human history. It destroyed an ancient monarchy, rewrote the meaning of citizenship, and lit the torch of democracy that still burns today. But it came with chaos, fear, and rivers of blood. Revolutions are born in hope, but forged in fire. And in 1789, the people of France lit a fire that changed the world forever. Don't just watch history, relive it. Subscribe for more Empires Through the Ages.